Hey, this is Dr. Paul Firnhaber at Lincoln Disc and Nutrition here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and it's Wednesday, and time for another 10 minutes of truth. So one of the things that I've talked about in a lot of the talks that I've done over the years is the fact that when you take a pharmaceutical, whether it's prescription or over-the-counter, it automatically depletes nutrients in your body over time, which is one of the things that give you side effects. And this is true with any pharmaceutical you take. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about today was some of the nutrient depletions associated with some of the common pharmaceuticals that a lot of people take. And I'm not here to tell you to get off your drugs. That's not my intent at all. But it's to make you aware of the fact that all drugs deplete nutrients somehow. And so let's just talk about some of the common ones people take. How about antacids like proton pump inhibitors, Prevacid, Nexium, Protonix, Maalox, Mylanta? These drugs deplete calcium, vitamin B12, phosphorus, vitamin D, folic acid, iron, zinc, and vitamin B1. Now, I want you to remember that vitamin B12 and folic acid are two nutrients that have a lot of effect on the brain, but they have a lot of effect on cardiovascular health. So if you deplete B12 and folate, homocysteine will tend to go up, and that increases arterial inflammation. Let's look at antibiotics. Amoxicillin, penicillin, tetracycline, cephalosporin, ciprofloxacin. First of all, they kill all the bacteria in your stomach, so they really decimate your gut flora and your gut microbiome. But they also deplete things like biotin, potassium, many of your B vitamins, B1, 2, 3, 6, and 12, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin K, inositol, magnesium, and zinc. So if you look at long-term antibiotic use and look at what it depletes, this not only could cause stomach and GI issues, but it could also elevate your blood pressure because you need things like potassium and magnesium to help regulate blood pressure. What about antidepressants like your SSRIs, Lexapro, Zoloft, Prozac, Paxil? These decrete folic acid, B6, B12, which is again important for decreasing homocysteine, and it increases your need for essential fatty acids. Excuse me. Let's look at anti-inflammatories. Aspirin, acetaminophen, ibuprofen, naproxen. These nutrients deplete folic acid, iron, potassium, sodium, vitamin C, and glutathione. Glutathione is one of the most important antioxidants in the body. And we know for a fact that, according to recent research, depleting glutathione in a pregnant mother is one of the things that's connected with autism. How about cholesterol-lowering drugs? They deplete CoQ10, which is very, very important for energy production in the body, beta-carotene, calcium, folate, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, and the fat-soluble vitamins. How about prednisone and some of the corticosteroids? They deplete calcium, folic acid, magnesium, potassium, selenium, all your fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, and K, not vitamin E in this case, vitamin B6, and zinc. And we know that zinc is very, very important for your immune system, for skin health, and B6 is very important for neurotransmitter production. What about oral diuretics like hydrochlorothiazide? Diuretics decrease calcium, magnesium, potassium, and sodium, which are ironically important for maintaining blood pressure. Zinc, CoQ10, vitamin C, vitamin B1, vitamin B6, and folate. And let's look at synthroid. Synthroid and levothyroxine, they deplete iron. So you can become anemic by taking your synthetic T4s. The issue with this is iron is actually necessary for normal thyroid function. So paradoxically, you're taking it for thyroid, but it's decreasing one of the nutrients that's important for thyroid function. And what about the sleep aids like Ambien, Lunesta, pharmaceuticals like that? There's no nutrient depletions reported. However, since many sleep aids and sedative act on GABA, or gamma-aminobutyric acid, which is one of your neurotransmitters, it may be deduced that they may act similar to anticonvulsants, which also act on GABA, which depletes biotin, calcium, folate, B12, B1, D, and K. So that's all I'm going to cover as far as nutrient depletions. I just want you to understand that all pharmaceuticals have effects in the body. They deplete nutrients in many ways, but a lot of times it's the liver that has to detoxify these pharmaceuticals that uses up nutrients. Now, some of these pharmaceuticals will block the production of certain nutrients. Some of them will force them out of the body, but just be aware of that and know that some of the side effects of these nutrients come from the fact, or the side effects of these drugs come from the fact that they are depleting these nutrients. So if you've been on a pharmaceutical for a long time, you might want to get some of these nutrients checked and see if you need to replace them. So that's all I'm going to talk about today. If you have health issues that you're unsure of, you haven't been able to resolve, here at Lincoln Disc and Nutrition, we practice functional medicine. We would love to be able to work with you and see if we can't help you restore your health. So this is Dr. Paul Firnhaber. Our phone number is 402-488-2220. Call us and make an appointment. We'd love to talk to you.